Hey guys, welcome to We Watch the Movie. Jake, Mike, bringing you The Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo Dicarprio style. You know what? I know it's old, but who gives a fuck? We're gonna bring it to you right now, here today. Miller Lite, High Life. That's how we roll it. We just took some Quaaludes. I'm gonna slap you in the face, and we're gonna fucking make some money.
I just tasted some peanuts, and they're still stuck in my mouth.
Oh my god.
You know, Jay, on a regular day, I consume enough drugs to sedate Manhattan, Kentucky, and New England.
Really? Damn, you're fucked up. You need help.
Quaaludes.
Yes. You know what? This movie does anything else. It introduced me to a drug I'd never heard of before, Quaaludes. I'd actually heard them before, referenced in songs and shit, but I didn't know what the effect was. I really didn't know what the history was, and this movie gives you that. So great, kudos to you for influencing kids. I didn't know.
I mean, would you take Quaaludes?
Yeah, I would.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie.
Like at least once or twice, I would just see what it was like.
See what happens.
Yeah.
I don't. It's like a tranquilizer, right? Something like that.
Yeah. It makes you have like cerebral palsy if you take too many
Peanuts, man.
lemon heads.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Those
so
are good.
oh my god.
And Knee High.
Right.
You remember Knee High, the soda?
No.
You don't remember Knee High?
No, do you remember Tang?
You
Is
can
it
still
still
buy peach Knee High in many Indian gas stations. Is
When I
that
get-
racist?
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Oh yeah, so The Wolf of Wall Street chronicles the life of Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't remember his name in the movie. It's been a while. Oh my god.
Jordan Belfort.
Jordan Belfort. Jordan Belfort. He goes to Wall Street as a fresh face, baby face, out of college. He wants to be an investment banker, and he meets Matthew McConaughey. He goes,
Stockbroker.
Well, stockbroker.
God.
Yeah. God damn.
It's like we've been gone for 6 years.
I've been gone for a couple months. Yeah, so he wants to be a stockbroker. He goes to Wall Street, learn the trade. He wants to be there. He meets Matthew McConaughey, that kind of shit. Teaches him that, you know what? Don't take no for an answer from these motherfuckers. You gotta go straight at them. Don't let them say no. He becomes amazing at it. He opens up his own little fucking stockbroker exchange in Rhode Island, and they grow and be huge. And Scorcese does it again with mixing with Goodfellas, with Wall Street, and fucking combines it with this awesome movie that comes out of it.
I like what you did with that. I mean, minus a few points there that you were off.
Where was I?
Yeah, you know, you're rusty. You're rusty.
Only
That was good though. Overall, it's like a C minus maybe even.
That's not a C minus.
No.
This movie to me was fucking phenomenal. I love this movie. This was one of the movies I watched, and I like immediately when it was over, I was like, I gotta see that movie again.
This is my most anticipated movie of the year, and even though we're doing it after the year ended, still yet, it was my most anticipated movie, and I couldn't wait to see this movie. And from the start, from the very beginning opening monologue, it's fucking badass. It's everything you expect it to be. And it's a constant barrage of drugs, sex, money, all the things I love.
What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer? it was like that.
Kanye West. It was Kanye West. It was
Kanye-
without the weird.
It was like
Kardashian-
Jay-Z on a yacht.
Yeah. It's an awesome movie, and Leonardo DiCaprio does an amazing job, and he's still, there's something about Leonardo DiCaprio, no matter what he does, no matter how deep he goes into characters, and he's an amazing actor, you're still like, it's Leonardo DiCaprio. And I don't know if that's the deal with the Oscars and him. I don't think it is. I think it's just because they're assholes and they don't want to get, they have personal issues. But
It's my stockbroker.
But
Sell!
He's amazing in this movie, just like he's in a million other movies, and he should win something for this in the Oscars finally. Let's hope that he does. But not only him, Jonah Hill is awesome in this freaking movie.
God, yeah.
Like Jonah Hill in Moneyball, I wasn't 100% sold on because he was like a understated character, and you didn't expect that come from him, so it was new. But in this movie, like, Jonah Hill can act. Like, he's got that weird teeth thing, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" You know?
Yeah.
I still got peanuts in my
He
mouth.
looks like my Aunt Martha.
Yeah, but then
He's got that little Boston accent. He's like, you know, he worked at a freaking like a furniture store, and he's gonna sell it all because he finds out what Leonardo DiCaprio pulls down in like a month, it's
I
like
love that scene,
$80,000.
too.
And
I
he's
love-
like, I'm gonna quit today, and he like gets on the phone. He's like, I quit. Yeah, Mom, I'm quitting.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like one of those kind of
I love that scene though. It shows that, you know, it's one of those businesses where you don't have to have the skills for it necessarily. You just have to have the fire to do it.
Yeah.
And it just brings somebody that was into fucking furniture before and makes him this huge stockbroker guy. But yeah, and the same thing. I wish Matthew McConaughey was in the movie more though.
That's another thing. I didn't like that. Matthew McConaughey appears at like 20 minutes maybe, and he's kind of showing Leonardo DiCaprio the ropes, and then all of a sudden, you know, the shit crashes and he's out of the picture. He's gone. But, you know, other than that, I mean, I get like why they had to do that because they didn't want to focus so much on like Leonardo DiCaprio coming out of college and him being young and fresh faced and really believing in the world and not like being like this cutthroat kind of, oh my god, and where he becomes finally a cutthroat fucking stockbroker, and that's what they wanted to focus on, and they do a great job. And he also breaks the fourth wall, which since Goodfellas I hadn't seen in a while, which is where he talks at the camera and he tells you what's going on. You know, maybe Zach Morris perfected it with Saving Private Ryan. Or he's like, you know, I want to fuck this bitch. You know, like he does that shit. He can talk right at the camera. It did. He's like, it did have. Remember that part where he was like on drugs? He was like, oh god, how can I fuck this girl?
Real quick, favorite scene Saved by the Bell history ever? Go.
Did you fart?
It was the fight between AC Slater and Zach Morris.
That was a great.
It was the perfect fight because no one really won. Like I was going for Zach Morris.
I was too.
He got shoved into the locker, but then he hooked the shit out of Slater.
You know what he did, and I fuck Slater's mullet.
I don't know. Like
what the hell's
Mario
going on?
Lopez?
Yeah, he's still big. He's bigger than him.
Entertainment Weekly.
Bigger than Mark Paul.
Yeah,
sucks. But anyway,
Milfs everywhere are dying to.
I loved Mark Paul Gosselaar's phone. I always wanted one for myself.
Who?
Mark Paul Gosselaar. Zach.
I don't know who that is.
Zach Morris.
That's not his name.
Yes, it is.
His name is Paul Walker.
That's his brother. This movie does anything else. It makes you want to take a shit ton of Quaaludes, have Coke residue on your fucking nose, and then sell a bunch of shit to people that don't need it. But because you're so good of a salesman, you're gonna make them bleed it, eat it, fucking shit it.
I don't want to do any of those things. You're
gonna do it if I talk to you on the phone. I'm a goddamn phone terrorist.
It's a 3-hour movie. I don't know if it needs to be 3 hours long.
Well, so you could make the same argument for Goodfellas, though.
But it's so intense the whole time, and it's so over the top. And when you got this fast, quick shit happening, over the top, intense, fast, quick shit again, and then you're like, it's 3 hours long. It's like, oh, that's a lot to take in.
I don't think it's like close to 3 hours. It's like 2 hours and 60 minutes.
What are you?
What am I?
You fucking referee?
I'm human. But it's done so well, and it's so addictive. Like you're just so into it. Like for me, the time passed quick. Like I was looking at it, I'm like, oh my god, it's long, and then it's like an hour and 20 minutes. And you're like, oh my god, and then you're like, oh my god, it's 2 hours. And you're like, I'm still into it.
The shit that this movie's getting from people, they're like, there's nothing like Scorsese's great films. Blah 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 blah. It glamorizes this lifestyle. Blah 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 blah. That's what the fuck it's supposed to do. I'm not saying that Jordan Belfort's lifestyle was right. He screwed over a whole lot of people or whatever. It depends on your take on that whole sort of thing, but that's kind of the lifestyle it was. Even if it's an over dramatization of the lifestyle, like if they overdid a little bit with the drugs and the sex and the women and stuff. If Jordan Belfort in that time could have had what he wanted in that mindset, it would have been that.
Well, I want to know.
So it's perfect. I mean, it really captures that crazy ass essence.
What I would have wanted.
Essence.
Weekly. That sounds like a perfume.
Essence. I think it's a magazine.
Is it? Essence?
Esquire.
Oh, Esquire. Sorry.
You're never going to be in it.
I don't think they over-dramatized it at all. I mean, if you really think about what a stockbroker was like in the 80s, and all this money was flowing around, they're snorting coke in the morning, and they're fucking being energetic and hyped up. I really don't think that was over-dramatizing what he was doing. I think if anything else, it was a portrayal of what really fucking happened, and people are just like, I don't want to face that. I don't want to see it. It happened. Yeah. Accept it. And I'd fucking like to live his lifestyle.
Ultimately, I mean, it's entertaining as hell from the beginning.
It is. Nobody would sit in the theater like, this is directed by Martin Scorcese, it's about Wall Street, it's gonna be a Mary Poppins story. You're fucking stupid if you thought that.
Well, I think what they wanted, like, okay, they're gonna dramatize it, they're gonna have that moment where this life is great and everything, and then they're gonna have the crash. The crash was kind of downplayed. The crash happened, but it was funny as hell.
It was.
It was like, even the crash was funny. Like, when he's going downhill, you're like, oh my god, this shit's hilarious, and I still like him. You can't help but like him, but that's why he was who he was.
That was DiCaprio. That's how good of an actor he is. He makes you relate to him in a way. Yeah. And maybe you could even label this not even just a crime Wall Street kind of drama kind of movie, but also a black comedy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I mean, that's what it was. It was a black comedy mixed with Goodfellas and that kind of scene.
What I enjoyed, though, it's what I enjoyed and what I hated at the same time. It's kind of weird. They didn't reach for that darkness at the end of the movie, like that rock bottom, oh, this life's been wrong all along, I found my morals. They didn't go to that corny, like, expected place, expected to go. Like, the movie ends and you're like, we were missing a Lifetime moment somewhere in there. Yeah. But at the same time, that's why it's not a perfect movie for me, was the ending, because even though I didn't want that Lifetime movie, it kind of seemed like the movie had no place to go. It was the same movie from beginning to end. It never changed. No, there was no real character change to me. Like, yeah, he went to jail and shit, and that's not a spoiler, that happened in real life. I mean, read a fucking book. I'm just kidding.
Read one.
But no.
You can say that.
But it did happen in real life, but it just seemed like all of a sudden it was just over. And it was like, even though I don't want this typical moment, I felt like it needed something.
It gave you a soprano ending.
Yeah.
The boom and then the black screen.
It kind of, and the ending wasn't just like you're building, and it's like the drugs these things. Like I'm higher.
It's kind of like when you're having sex with a girl and you just kind of maybe want to cuddle, but you're not like that. But you kind of at that moment want to, and you're just done. You're ready. You finished your business. You're like, let's just hug. And she's like, no, fuck you. I'm like, what? So you're going with a 9.5. I'm actually going to do 9.5, but 9.5 for me overall.
Yeah. So question of the day is, what is your favorite movie about drugs and money and sex?
Rockstar.
What
this movie right here.
And also, this movie or Wall Street? Pick one between the two if you've seen it. I'm Mike. He's Jay. We'll see you guys next time we watch the movie Quaaludes.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.